So the judge has handed down his judgment. It's got to be written up properly between the parties, and then it will be made available. Essentially, what we won today is that they have removed entirely the harassment clause. Now, it's never been harassment because I think what's been recognised by the court that if INEOS or a fracking company wants to come and destroy your environment, you're not harassing them by telling those people in whichever terms you think necessary that you don't like it. That's not harassment. So that has all been thrown out. The other part about helping people to protest or offering encouragement for people to protest has also been thrown out. So previously people would have been caught by, I don't know, making a cup of tea for someone who's going on a protest or giving them a lift there. That's gone. So we essentially, I suppose, what we've done, you have to remember that INEOS came on the 12th of September to get this injunction made permanent. It's not been made permanent. There's another interim injunction in place. We've, if you like, cut off one of their legs by, they were boasting, weren't they, INEOS, that it was the widest injunction ever in this country. It's now no longer the widest injunction because the harassment clause about posting things on social media or any other form of communication is gone. And we now have a couple of weeks to consider our position and go back to the court and see how we may appeal some of the other fundamental human rights stuff that we think is terribly wrong with this judgment. So we've got a couple of weeks to put our case together and go back and discuss the options of appeal. So the way I see it is we cut off one of their legs and we'll be going back in a couple of weeks' time to apply for an appeal which will cut off some of their arms. And we'll keep going until they're a quivering blob on the floor.
Well, some people say, though, from a human rights point of view, this is still an absolute disaster.
Well, that's right, and we're going to go back in a couple of weeks and see how we appeal those issues. But certainly today we have had a win in that we have removed this whole harassment thing. Yeah. People are entitled to be able to say what they like, express their opinions, and express it to INEOS and their supply chain. Before this, if we hadn't have come to court, that would have already been stamped into law, that people under penalty of being sent to prison.
The whole world.
INEOS had tried to criminalise the idea of posting anything on social media that they didn't like, with up to 2 years in prison that could be extended to 5 years.
What should people do right now to help?
I think they should write to their MP. I think they should write to INEOS, their supply chain. I think we have to stop fracking. It's a killer, and these people are trying to buy the law. Buy your rights, and by the time you've woken up to what's going on, it'll all be over. And so wake up, write to your MP, and tell them that this isn't right. You can't have companies buying the law in this country.
We've heard a lot from Caroline Lucas. Has Labour done enough yet?
Labour, I think, need to actually put their money where their mouth is. I think they've spoken a lot about things, but I haven't seen enough action. And I think they need to get off their arse and start making a positive contribution to actually stopping this killer menace, fracking.
Okay, thank you.